Postpartum rage is one of the most misunderstood signs of maternal mental health struggles. People see anger and think the problem is attitude, or it's hormones, or patience, but a lot of the time, anger is the visible part of something much deeper. I'm Catherine O'Brien. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist in Sacramento, California, and I provide therapy for people in Sacramento and virtually throughout California. I work with moms, couples, and families in this season all of the time. And one of the things I wish more families knew is that postpartum depression and anxiety do not always look like sadness. Sometimes they look like irritability. Sometimes they look like snapping. Sometimes they look like feeling instantly flooded by things that did not used to hit so hard. And the reason this matters so much is that rage creates so much shame. A mom will think, what is wrong with me? Why am I reacting like this? Why am I so mean to the people I love? And why does everything feel like too much? The Mayo Clinic includes intense irritability and anger among postpartum depression symptoms. And ACOG's perinatal mental health guidance makes clear that postpartum distress can include depression and anxiety-related symptoms that show up in different ways. So in this video, I want to talk about postpartum rage, why it happens, what it can look like, and what to do if this is the part of postpartum that no one prepared you for. Postpartum rage is not just being a little cranky. It is often what happens when your nervous system is overloaded. Your needs have gone unmet for too long, and your body is running on stress, depletion, resentment, anxiety, and survival mode. And sometimes underneath rage is depression. Sometimes underneath rage is anxiety, and sometimes underneath rage is sleep deprivation. Sometimes underneath rage is mental load, resentment, isolation, or feeling like you can never fully come off duty. That is why I want moms to stop making this into a character issue. This is not just about being nicer. This is about paying attention to what your anger may be trying to tell you. A mom I'm thinking about kept saying, I don't think I'm depressed. I'm just so angry. But her anger was everywhere. She was snapping at her partner. She was clenching her jaw. She was just feeling instantly flooded when the baby cried, and then feeling so awful afterwards. And she was exhausted and not really sleeping, even when she was given opportunities to sleep. And she was carrying so much guilt about how reactive she had become. And that is not just a patient's problem. Another mom looked to everyone to be calm, but at home she felt constantly irritated. Noise felt unbearable. Requests from others felt overwhelming. Her partner breathing the wrong way, or just in general, felt like too much. And then every time she lost it, she felt so ashamed. And that shame becomes its own cycle. She feels overloaded, she snaps, she feels guilty, and she tries even harder to hold it all together. And she gets more depleted. Then she snaps again. And that is why this matters, because postpartum rage is often a signal that the system is overloaded, and it's not proof that the mom is bad. So what do I want you to look for? Does the anger feel fast or intense? Does it feel out of proportion to the moment? Is there a lot of guilt afterwards? Is the anger tied to overload, lack of support, anxiety, resentment, or even sleep deprivation? Has anger become the main way your distress comes out? If you are a partner watching this, please hear me. Do not only focus on the tone. Get curious about the load underneath it. That does not mean you excuse hurtful behavior, but it does mean you ask. You seem overloaded. Or, I don't think this is just anger. Or even, what are you carrying right now that feels impossible? You can even ask, how can we reduce the load instead of only fighting about the reaction? That kind of response can change everything. And if you need more support, Postpartum Support International is a really good place to start for provider referrals, support groups, and resources. And I'll link them below. And if you are in California and you're looking for therapy, I work with people in Sacramento and virtually throughout California. If there is one thing I want moms to hear, it is this: postpartum rage does not make you a bad mom. It does not. It may be a sign that you are overloaded, unsupported, anxious, depressed, or stretched way beyond what your body can hold right now. And that deserves care. It does not deserve shame. And if you missed last week's video, go ahead and watch that one next. It's about postpartum anxiety, because for a lot of moms, the anger is sitting right on top of anxiety. So watch that one next, because sometimes the anger is not the whole story. Sometimes it is what anxiety looks like when it has been building for too long.